Hi, it's Corey, and today you're going to learn how to play Frosty the Snowman. Alright, so I'm doing things a little bit different today. Instead of using one of my normal ukuleles, I'm actually using a ukulele that is meant for one of my students at school, so it's brand new. I literally just opened it out of the box a couple minutes ago, and so I'm going to see how long it stays in tune, and one of my students will be getting this, so I'm just kind of trying to get it ready. So it can be hard when you first get a ukulele. It gets out of tune really easily. It can be hard to retune, so I'm trying to help them out a little bit and take some of that pressure off. But I have a tuner nearby, and hopefully it won't go out of tune too quickly. But again, I just got it from the box. So this is the ukulele I'll be using. It's a Makala Waterman ukulele. I think they're really cool. The body is made out of plastic, so they're really, really durable. I think they have a nice design. It's nice that they have fret markers on both sides, and yeah, they're just really cute. The body is slightly smaller than normal soprano ukuleles, but I've also seen that they have this in a concert size as well, but this is just I believe the color was the seafoam green Makala Waterman ukulele, but I think they're really cool. So first things first, you want to make sure your ukulele is in tune. It should be G, C, E, A. I'm not sure what this one is. Let's see. Okay, so G. All right, good. For the C. Good on the C. Alright, and the A is good too. And for this, I'm not using one of my clip-on tuners. I'm just using Guitar Tuna on my phone, just because that is quick to be able to tune. It's not always the most accurate. I think the clip-on tuners are more accurate, but I left them at school. So now that we're in tune, let's look at the chords we're gonna need. The first chord is just going to be A minor. For that, you're taking your first finger, placing it on the 2nd fret, 4th string. The next chord you're going to need is a C major. You're going to take your 3rd finger, place it on the 1st string, 3rd fret. You're also going to need a B minor. Now, the B minor that I always recommend for people is to take your first finger and then bar the bottom 3 strings, and then just don't play on the top string here. So that's your B minor. You're going to need a D. So for D, you're going to take your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers, place on the 4th, 3rd, and the 2nd strings of the 2nd fret. You're going to need a D7. So a D7, you're going to take your 1st finger and your 2nd finger. 1st finger is going to go on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and your 2nd finger is going to go on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. You're also going to need an E minor. For that, you're going to start with your 1st finger, place it on the 2nd fret, 1st string. Your 2nd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and your 3rd finger is going to go on the 4th fret, 3rd string. Lastly, you're going to need a G major. So for that, you're going to start your first 2 fingers, place it on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st string, and then take your 3rd finger, place it right between the 2 on the 2nd fret, but just the next fret down. Alright, now that we have all of our chords, let's look at the song. For everything with the song, I would just recommend playing on the beat with a really basic down strum, just because you do have the B minor in there. But if you wanted a more advanced strumming pattern, you could easily do a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. That would be a really nice way to just add a little extra challenge if that's what you're looking for. Now, before we start with the playthrough of it, I did have to retune the ukulele again, just really minorly, but so far it's keeping its tuning pretty well, I would say, especially for a brand new ukulele in the price point that it is in. All right, so if you see any kind of weird cuts in the playthrough, it's probably just because I had to stop and tune, but hopefully you won't see any of those. All right, let's give it a go. 1, 2, here we go. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. Snowman on the ukulele, and overall I think the Waterman did a pretty good job. I only had to tune it twice, and it was just very, very small amounts of tune, mainly just by like about a half step. So I think that was pretty good overall, and especially towards the end of the song, I could really notice that it was already keeping its tune more. As a note, some things that I did prior to starting to play, right after I took it out of the box, I kind of just took the strings and I placed my thumb underneath them, and I kind of gave them a little bit of a stretch, just so that, because they were brand new, I also just took it and strummed pretty hard, just to kind of get them used a little bit more. And I noticed typically too, when I first get a ukulele, the strings that go out of tune most often are typically the G and the A. I think that's probably just because I probably tend to strum a little bit harder on the G and the A depending on what strumming pattern I'm using. But I think overall it stayed pretty true. To give a little bit of example, so then this is Makala by Kala. It's like the shark ukulele. Well, the sound quality is a little bit better, I would say. Also though, this ukulele is a little bit more expensive than the Waterman, but they're like, we're talking like a $10 difference. This is the Kala KA15S, which was actually my very first ukulele, but it's more of like, I would consider more of like their general entry level, whereas the Waterman and the Makala are definitely more for students. This is, I think, where you kind of get into more of like still the basic entry kalas, but not meant as much for like kids, but just probably like a beginner ukulele, just that's going to be very reliable for sound. Here's the comparison between the three of them. I'll have a link down below for each of these if you're interested, but just to kind of give you a comparison of like what your money can buy as far as quality, but with these are all kind of like entry level ukuleles that I would recommend anybody starting out to play. But you have the Waterman, that's definitely like the most entry of the kalas you can get. The Makala by Kala is kind of the second tier of that, and then of all the other like standard entry kala ones, I would definitely recommend the KA15S. That's the ones that I personally like the best, that I would recommend for my students as well. And I have a soft spot for it because it was my very first ukulele as well. So I hope you found the tutorial helpful. I hope you found a little comparison helpful as well. I just wanted to make sure that you could see the sound quality difference too, just because a lot of times people would think it has a plastic body, it's probably more of a toy, but that's not the case. It really can be used as a full-fledged ukulele instrument. And it's really cute. It comes in a bunch of colors, so that's awesome too with the Waterman. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please make sure to subscribe. I release a new tutorial every single Sunday. And through the rest of this month, there will be a number of holiday or more holiday songs coming out. So thanks so much. Bye.